Whoa, here already? Hey, miss.
Yes, Mr. Hall? Hurrah?
Look how much of a rattle. Get up, get up.
What is it? I don't know, but it ain't got much of a rattle.
Oh, it's from Sheila.
Sheila?
Yes.
Has she found another situation? Is she coming to see us?
She's a married lady now. Mrs. William Sutcliffe.
Don't tell me she actually married that scoundrel.
717 Palmerston Boulevard, Toronto. Look, and under the plain paper, there's silver paper.
Oh, could I have that?
Of course, dear. Look,
It's the cake. Cake?
part of her wedding cake. Well, that was thoughtful.
It's drawn.
Here's a note. Let me see. She says she's fine, but it's a bit confusing being her own maid.
I know what I'll do with this. Clara, bring your scissors. What for?
Is anything wrong?
That cake could have been hers and Edgar's.
Yes, it could have.
I gave him my blessing, but nothing came of it.
Perhaps nothing should have come of it.
Then where is he now? Why hasn't he been around? I need him to help me fix those loose stones in the cellar wall.
I wouldn't even wait for him. I'd get someone else to do
Well,
it.
it's not the same. Edgar... The fool makes me laugh.
Well, we had him all winter, and there wasn't very much laughter, I can tell you.
Besides, I'm getting old. I don't want strangers around the place.
Yeah, I'll laugh at the next one, huh?
Well, I do tell one that has to do with a certain group of ladies, half English and half French, who fall upon this camp while they're crossing the Rockies. Oh, I must admit it's not mine. It's Edgar's. I can't take the credit for it. You know, he does come around and drop the odd one off for me now and then. In fact, he's the only one who does come to visit me down there at the station. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him for a while. John?
I don't know. He, went out walking. To the woods, it looked like. Came into the store a couple of weeks ago with a pole, worms, and a book. I gave him eggs, sausages, and beans, and off he went. Told me he wanted to see if he could still fish.
Well, I guess it's all right for them that don't believe in working.
Don't you say that about my Uncle Edgar. He fought for the Queen.
Help you, young crib?
All of these and mark them down.
Mark him down. If he trusts young Cribs, he trusts anyone.
I think he's doing more than fishing.
I heard that.
Here. Here. Hey. Where are you taking these?
I can't say.
And you can't have them.
I don't care. Keep them.
All right. But you tell him I'm soon coming out to collect them. His retirement is over. And you tell him that.
Wait!
Why should I?
Here's 5 cents. Those are for my Uncle Edgar, aren't they? I'll take those to him, and you can have the 5 cents.
All right. Save me a couple miles. One there and one home again.
Wait! Which way?
Keep this side of the river till you get to the fallen trees. You'll see the shack. Must be old Mr. Vanderbilt.
No, wait, Edgar. Edgar, I'm not on the window.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, wait. Clement? Clement, is that you? Clement! No. Come here. This is Dulcie Cribb. Clement! Wait.
Come on, Edgar.
No, wait. Clement! Wait.
Come on, Edgar.
Mother! It's Sheila!
Sheila!
Oh, heavens!
see
We
you.
got your cake!
That's wonderful.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you.
Oh, you too.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Trevelyan. Well, why not Johnny?
Yes, hello. Children, say hello to Mr. Sutcliffe.
Hello, children. Young man.
Hello, sir.
Miss.
Hello, sir.
You're looking so well. Oh, you want to see the baby? Oh, yes. His name's Jonathan. Jonathan? We put him in your old room, you know. It's always so fun.
Well, I read your name last week.
My name?
Mail order advertisement in the Mail and Empire.
Oh, you saw that. I wasn't sure how long to gamble on that.
Oh, it's a good thing. You're getting into that.
Thank you.
Doesn't promise much, though.
Promise what I've got.
Well, try promising what you haven't got. Tell them what they want a bit more. Folding cameras, new cylinder talking machines, Beckwith pianos, reed organs. Get a bit of a down payment, then go out and get it for them. It's slower, but it'll give your business a better balance. And you'll have the classiest looking advertisement on the page. For you and Timothy Eaton any day now.
Sounds like a good way to go under. I suppose we'll have our ups and downs.
No, it doesn't have to be. I can't see the downs for the ups myself.
Shall I get him up? What a perfect face.
Oh. I wouldn't mind having one of those myself.
Oh, I'm sure you will one day. Oh, there are things of yours you'll want to take back with you.
Oh, if it's clothing, I really don't have any use for it. But I can certainly clear it out of your way.
Oh, no, I can do that. Well, a lot has happened.
Oh, hasn't it, though? I was thinking just that on the way out here. I mean, it's hardly been any time, but being here now, it seems different. It's almost like I'd never been here at all. Yet, here's his house. Waiting for me, almost.
It is.
How's the sergeant? Fine?
Oh, yes. Edgar's getting along fine. Just fine.
Well, I have to get back to the store. Why don't you bring Sheila around before you leave?
Oh, it's very kind of you, John.
I'll see you. Willie?
But he wasn't a girl, so we could...
Oh, I have to get back to the store. I'll see you later, I hope, Sheila.
Oh, we thought and thought about you and the wedding and everything. Thank you for the cake.
Oh, you're welcome. And that lovely dress you helped me make, it got me through, I can tell you.
That it did. If I'd have known it wasn't her own, I might have had to give it all a bit more thought. Now, who'd like a spin?
A what?
A spin down the road and back. Right this way, ladies and gentlemen, right this way. Now, can you count to 12,874 backwards?
No.
Can you count to 3?
Yes.
All right.
1,
Little Muggy.
2,
Little Muggies.
3,
Little Muggies.
I can't believe it.
Oh, I couldn't either.
Right here on this road.
You like it, Mrs. Trevelyan? The Aurelia Tuttle. Like a jewel, wouldn't you say?
The very word, a jewel.
Oh, mind you, I don't own it. No, but I might as well. Mr. Reed lends it to me when I have the need. Oh, his carriage works has done very well for me. Mind you, I have done well for them. Here you are then, children. Stop in, we're on our way.
Oh, look at the lights. Look at them.
You know what? We had to shut up. The roads were 5 o'clock. Oh,
This is what you want, I guess.
The very thing. The very thing.
Is that it?
Thank you.
You're not going to ask me how everyone is?
You going to tell me they're not all right?
They're worried about you?
There's no need. John, tell them while they're worrying, I'm fine. And I'm eating well, too. I caught one yesterday, John.
Big?
Big and tough. Already had 3 broken off hooks in the mouth, a blinded right eye, and a crippled fin.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir. And 3 gold teeth and a hunchback. Took me 2 hours to land him. He weighed a ton. You know why? Swallowed an anchor dated 1700. Old, eh?
Oh, good. Good to hear it. Glad to hear it. What are your plans, Edgar?
We need to have plans.
Of course. Tell me what it is, Edgar.
What's what?
Sheila? The war? What? We'd like to help if you need it. Is it Sheila?
John, there's no such help. And there's none needed. I wanted to talk to myself about a few matters. That's all. You want me doing that around breakfast? Had the feeling for a little while I've only had one boot on. I've been walking in a ditch full of water. Been waiting for the other boot to get me back up on the road again. And this is it. Now, if I promise to give you a peek of this, will you promise to take the weight off me a bit?
I promise. What is it?
Some men are meant to sell biscuits and beef, while others do well on the farm. But only at home in the army, boys, will a gentleman come to no harm. There. Done. Settled. Goodbye, John.
Wait.
No, can't wait. Some other time.
What is it? Now, they won't take you back as sergeant, is that right?
You know a lot for a biscuit and beef man. I didn't even need to be sergeant.
I see. But even if they did want to take you back, you'd have still wanted to be sergeant. And you're a bit beyond to be a plain working soldier.
Is that right, John? I don't know so much about that.
The Army does.
Clement, is he all right? I think I'd like to go home now, really.
For the royal family.
March for honor, march for truth. Your best Canadian youth, follow route to victory, and leave them far behind us. Company, forward! Where are you? Remember Edgar? Your friend? Elsie! Dulcie! Dulcie Crib! All right! On my way! Forward! Come on! Come out! Dulcie! Dulcie! She is here!
Oh, tell him
She is! I just saw her upstairs! Dulcie! Come on! I'm waiting! I'm not leaving! Come out! Come out!
Go away from here, you! I have a fever!
You say he's had his reasons. All right, I won't argue that because I don't know the facts.
I'm sure that everyone does.
I can't help that.
It was accidental. He was running in and out of the storm, chose the church to run to, which should be to his credit, seems to me.
The bottle?
It fell from his pocket. It could have been anything else.
James, you expect a lot of me if you want me to overlook this. What if it had not been Edgar, but someone you had no interest in? You'd have heaved the man out yourself and crowned him with his bottle. I know that. I doubt if you've even scolded the man.
That's right, I haven't.
Why not?
I'm waiting. For what?
For him.
Are you going to circle around me all day? Jane at least offered to help out a bit.
I have to finish some work at the store.
Well, then go and do what you have to do. I'm sure your father's yelling his head off for you. Why are you home now?
Because I saw Uncle Edgar again, on the other side of the tracks.
The proper place for him. I'm sure he's enjoying himself immensely.
What will he do?
I don't know, and I'm not the one to ask.
But if he comes here, ever?
I won't be asking him to stay. And I won't have any sulkiness from you today. I have a great deal of work to do. Perhaps if I keep busy, I won't notice that people aren't speaking to me these days.
Well, we're speaking to you. And I'm sure that if you wanted me to go and tell Uncle Edgar that you wanted him to come home for supper, he'd come.
I'm not inviting him to come here and be bad-tempered and rude and ungrateful.
I heard you say that Uncle Edgar and you were friends to the end.
Oh, did you? Well, the end has come and gone. Now, out of my sight till supper.
He's a better friend than you are. He's a better friend than any one of you.
Why are you here?
What?
If you want something, go and take it. I have work to do. Did you get what you came for?
Yes. You're all right, are you, Clara?
Yes, we're fine. I'm glad you come. I want you to take something else away with you. The knowledge of how your disgraceful behavior is affecting us all.
I haven't come anywhere near you.
Well, you don't have to. It still affects us. Some of us can hide away like your brother James, but Clement shouldn't have to. And he doesn't understand, and he wants to know. Why would you allow him, of all people, to see you like this? Have you forgotten how he looks up to you? There hasn't been a day gone by since his eye first caught sight of yours that you haven't been in his heart. When he was tiny and frail and walking alone to school, he imagined he was still on your shoulders and was never late. I can't look at you and believe you're the same man that used to liven up our lives during the long winter nights and tell funny stories to cheer us up. But Clement is growing and thinking for himself. And you don't have to tell him your stories anymore. He's stopped expecting it. I can see it in his face. So perhaps that's one burden you don't have anymore. So why don't you just go away and do what it is you have to do?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I beg your pardon.
I said you should be ashamed of yourself.
Me? What have I done?
My behavior affects you, does it, Clara? Is that why you're thinking for everyone else? I find that disappointing. If Clara Winter Sturgis Trevelyan had not laced herself up inside the town corset, she'd be thinking for herself. And for my behavior. Well, has Clara never done something she couldn't help? Behaved in a way she had no control over? Made a mistake? And paid for it? All by herself? Asking no help? Having the common sense to talk to herself about it before fixing it with others? Tell it to a stranger, my dear.
Here comes your mother. Tell her she's not paying for your selfishness.
That was him, wasn't it? Well, what could I have said to him? Behave yourself, the whole town's watching. You've lost Sheila, and there'll be another. It's the war, you know. And no one will know what that did to him, except himself. But it's left him uncertain of everything. Marriage as well. And no one but his own mother will ever know how hurt he is because of it.
You worry too much about him, Lizzie. You should think more about yourself.
Oh, I do, Clara. And I know it. I've lost 40 years of respect. I might just as well never have gone to church or opened my mouth to speak a decent word.
Don't be silly. Tomorrow's the first Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yes, you always have a tea for the ladies of the parish committee, the first Tuesday of the month.
Oh, I don't suppose they'll want to come after this.
Of course they will. I want to see you.
If you say so, Clara.
Hands off those books!
Oh, that's all right. I can't read anyway. Hello, James.
We don't know each other on a first-name basis, Crib.
Oh, I guess you want a mister in front of that. It's all right. No, it don't cost me anything. Hello, Mr. Sturgis. Oh, by the by, you never come to the funeral.
What funeral?
My two small twins. Both of them gone with the diphtheria. And you know where I planted them? I planted them right next to you, good people. And if I'd have known that years ago, they'd all be there by now. And imagine, consecrated ground don't come cheap nowadays, does it, James? A Mr. Sturgis, oh, praise be to the love of God.
Do we have business?
Huh? Oh, yeah, yes. But I'm a bit shy about that, you see. I want a bit of glass, or something that would be the same as glass. Oh, look here now. A few feet of your fine good leather to patch up the holes in my house, caused on the night when your brother Edgar come down the glide, looking for my eldest daughter Dulcie, home, sick in bed with the fever. Now, your brother, he wouldn't believe that, and he threw rocks at my house. Oh, I know. We had rocks thrown at us before, and we spliced on the iodine and we went our way. Oh, praise be to God. It was only the windows. Could have been worse. So what I'm trying to say to you, Mr. Sturgis, is that I want something to patch up the holes in them windows.
I imagine there were already a good many holes there of one kind or another.
Oh, well, now, I'd have to be honest about that. But let's let that be for the by, because you see, I had some windows didn't have no holes in them until he come down the glide, and now they got holes in them.
And when was this? I didn't hear tell of any racket from your way more than usual.
Oh, might I say, Mr. Sturgis, that you know us halfway religions. We don't have the money to respect you five-star Presbyterians this side of the tracks. But you certainly are losing the use of your ears, because I told that same thing to your mother, Mrs. Sturgis proper, and she didn't hear nothing either.
When were you talking to my mother?
Oh,
you just keep away from my mother. I don't want you bothering her.
Oh, that I would not do. Unless I don't get my windows fixed.
All right. Come on. I'll send a man over.
It's all the same to you. I'll do the job myself. with your money.
Here. You should do it. Here. Sign there.
Want me to make a big sign or a little sign?
I don't care. Just do it.
There. You know, I never asked you for this. But I have men in my trade these days.
Trade? I'd like to know what that is.
Oh, shh. Here now. You wouldn't tell anyone. I'm a deep sea fisherman. Never fear, Mr. Sturgis. The trouble you people are going through now, the embarrassment will soon pass. Ours has been biding with us since the day we first smelled this town. And I got your father, Mr. Sturgis, proper to thank for it. Him and a few gentlemen like him that put up the sticks in this town, and then they wouldn't have anything to do with the likes of us. Well, if I don't belong here, where the hell do I belong? And Mr. Martin Sturgis had no right to tell me where I could walk or what I couldn't say. And nobody can tell me. He had to go straight to hell for those things.
Crimp! My father, Billy Holland, Blow and Corbett and the rest of those fine gentlemen who's put up these sticks, as you call them, and whose names are on the inside of the door of the church that you've never darkened. They knew that life was God's first gift for them to build around and grow from, and they did. My father understood God's plan and acted on it. He produced his own tiny miracle beyond epidemic, beyond the floods, beyond the contrariness of the weather, and it was no man's responsibility but his own until he drew his last breath. But what confused and disturbed him, and as it does me, was waste of muscle, of life, of mind. And you and people like him were a blight that he never understood, and neither do I. And I'll crack your skull if I ever see you look this way again. And that goes for my brother Edgar.
Mother? Mother!
Why didn't you answer me, Mother? Talk to me.
I don't feel much like talking today.
Well, tell me what's wrong.
It's Tuesday.
Yes?
The first Tuesday in the month.
Well, I know that, Mother. You were having the women to tea, and they didn't come.
And who is this great beauty?
Oh, thank you, sir.
I brought in tea, as you can see.
Oh, how nice. I like this, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
A quiet house and tea all by ourselves for a change. And I'm not going to let things spoil this Sunday. Until we get a replacement for Sheila, there's a great deal more to do all week, and I'm just not going to let Edgar enter into it at all today.
Yes, enough worrying. I don't know why anyone would think that Edgar can't look after himself. It seems perfectly natural for a man to want a bit of privacy, just as we want ours today. While we're wearing ourselves out with work, he's stretched out on the side of a hill using up all the good spring weather. So enough about him. I agree.
I still think it's the most selfish thing I've ever heard of. He's not the only one. He's not.
What
Yes. Oh.
James.
Oh, excuse me. I just have to move about. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, of course not.
Mother's sick. Now then, and it's all because of him. I'm sure of it. Will there ever be a day when I won't have that loose end to fret about?
I'll come at once. What sort of a thing is it?
Just sick, just stretched out. She can't sit up or doesn't want to. Very morose, Dr. Lushy says. Not a lick of energy and can't eat. And it's all Edgar's fault.
Now, James,
and don't you try to talk me out of it. I've been up all night. I couldn't sleep. I haven't done that for years. But I just couldn't sleep.
Of course you couldn't.
You only had to go back a few times, just to, or even once, just to show her he was fine. The rest of the time he could spend up a tree for all I care. Oh, it's fine for him who doesn't seem to be able to tell the time and doesn't know that nights are for sleeping and days are for getting up and putting in a day's work. My father, our father, left Edgar his best watch. Did you know that? And to this very day, I've never seen man and watch together, never. I have my eye on that watch myself. Could I bother you for a cup of tea, Clara?
Oh, of course you could.
No, she's calling for him. I'm going to find him and lock him up till his brain dries out. John, do you have a pair of long boots?
Just a minute. I'll come with you.
Oh? He doesn't have to, you know.
I know.
I'll lock him up. Careful, James. How much further to the shack?
It's over here.
Edgar! 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 Edgar!
Have this now. Perhaps later, then. Clement and Jane are here to see you.
Hello, Gran. I made you something. I helped, too. Want to see it?
I was talking to some of the ladies yesterday noon. Mrs. Stewart asked after you, and Una. And Dora had a lot to say. They might be coming to see you today, perhaps. Carrying on for you they are, and they're hoping you'll be able to join them for the temperance meeting next week. What, dear?
I said, damn temperance. The what, Edgar?
I know. They're looking for him.
Wolves.
Wolves, did you say?
Wolves out there. And bears.
Bears are Uncle Edgar's friends. He told me so.
Stories.
No.
Wild stories. Foolish. I want Edgar.
Listen, someone's coming.
It's Uncle James and Father.
Not Edgar. James?
I can't find the brute.
You got to.
I can't, and that's all there is to it.
He's in trouble. Something terrible could happen.
All right, I'll go and search for him again after I go home and put on some dry clothes.
Don't worry, Mother Sturgis. Edgar's an old soldier. He'll be all right.
I'm sure they'll find him. You mustn't worry so much.
I'll be back if I have change.
What is it, your brush?
She's sound asleep. Leave her for a while.
Yes, I will. Oh, can this one stay? I'll send her home soon.
All right. We'll have time to talk.
I expect we will, Clara. All right, get your sleeves rolled up here. Should have seen what I saw.
And what might that have been?
I don't expect you to believe this, Lizzie, but I saw. And I didn't have a drink, I swear. I saw. Well, you know how you can come up with two-headed vegetables and potatoes and things? Well.
What did you see, fool?
A double-headed rabbit. Now, you don't believe me? See, she doesn't believe me. Laughing at me already. Well, there it was, and that was a good 2 weeks ago. I took out after it. I've been tracking it ever since. 2 heads, Mother. And I said, I can't sleep again till I brought that home to show Lizzie. Couldn't take my eyes off it for a second. So, you can see why I couldn't come home till I got it. Mother.
Where is she?
I beg pardon?
Show it to me.
No, it's a him, not a her.
Him, it. Where is the thing? I don't believe a word of that.
I can't help that.
How do I know that had 2 heads?
How do you know it didn't?
I want to know how I know.
2 pairs of ears down on the cutting table.
2 rabbits.
1 rabbit. 2 heads.
Ew.
But that wasn't the amazing thing. The amazing thing were their eyes. There were 6 between the 2 of them. But only 1 was pink.
They were really frightened. I've never seen people like that. They kept staring at us.
And one of them touched me.
But where are those people going to sleep tonight?
You know, some things happen natural and they go away natural. These people are going to wake up tomorrow morning just the same as you and me.
No, not quite. We're not lost. We're home. They're not. They've got nothing.
Maybe we drowned first from a spring flood.
No. Oh, now, hold on now. Wait a minute now. Time I had a place of my own.
And then if you sing out loud enough in church, nobody hears the children crying.
Everybody keeps telling me, be a man of property. Everybody keeps saying that.
Drink up, Edgar. Forget about me.
Oh, I've got a place.
I'm running the whole pack of them out of this town. They've got to go.
Coming up next, keep the lights on and spend some time with the master of the macabre. Take a trip into the realm of mystery and suspense on Alfred Hitchcock Presents, next, only on Showcase. Viewer discretion is advised.
Where friends with loving ways will be for me to sing to.
But if they are not the same as I've known them, still I would have all that I would need. Come tell of days so fine and oh so fair, once more to love again and all forgiving, of one with shining eyes and tender years, whom I'll be holding to my heart and never leaving.